Hello photography fans, and welcome back to another LensVid review. Today we're taking a look at the MagicFIZ wireless follow focus by SmallRig. Let's see what it can do. SmallRig continues to surprise us with new products, and this time it's a wireless follow focus system called MagicFIZ. In our last wireless follow focus review, I kinda ranted about a common problem that all of these systems run into, which is the cage. Since then, we've actually talked to SmallRig when we met at IBC about some of the ideas of how to fix this problem. This product still relies on the regular cage, so it is limited, but the innovations and the design of these components show a considerable improvement. SmallRig's wireless follow focus system minimizes the setup by integrating the controller into the side handle for solo operation. Additionally, this controller can be replaced with the optional control wheel, adding multi-motor control functions for a focus puller. SmallRig ships this kit in a semi-hard pouch that holds the motor, the controller, a handle with a NATO rail grip, a rod and rod holder, a battery plate, gear rings, and a USB-C cable. The motor is pretty lightweight but feels really sturdy thanks to its aluminum housing. The rail clamp is integrated into the body, giving it an extra firm grip. The motor features menu navigation buttons on the right side. On the left, there are two USB-C ports to power the unit and for camera control. On the top of the unit, there's a small screen and a quick-release battery plate connected. The included battery plate is made of plastic and features a small release lever. We're not sure if this is the best design choice. We would opt for an internal battery. Of course, that would make the motor a lot bigger, but that could actually help with providing a more solid grip on the rail. The handle feels pretty solid, even though the front grip of it is made of plastic. It features a metal lanyard slot on the back and metal 1/4-inch mounting holes with locating pins that allow to position the handle on either side of the camera or to mount a monitor to the side. Also integrated into the handle is a dial to control the follow focus. When in combination with the control wheel, this dial can control a second motor to change the iris or even a variable ND filter. Next to the dial, the handle features a USB-C port to power the motor in wired mode and a battery indicator with a check button. The controller is integrated into the handle and can be released with a metal latch to be replaced by the controller wheel. The controller is powered by an LP6 battery housed in the bottom of the handle, so it cannot function separately. There's a big record button on the front of the controller. It also functions as the on and off button and a confirmation button during menu operation. On the top, the controller features a small screen with follow focus information and two small buttons for menu navigation. The setup is really simple. The controller and motor connect automatically. Just make sure that they're both set to the same channel and motor number. To change the channel, double-click on the up and down buttons. When connected, the icon in the middle of the screen will change. To change the motor number, long press the up button. Before using, we recommend calibrating the control dial in the menu. Long press the two navigation buttons, choose calibrate, and press the record button to confirm. Press record again to perform calibration. The motor will return to its 0 position. Alright, I'm just gonna put this down real slow, but you gotta promise to hit that subscribe button. And the bell notification, homeboy. We need to address rigging this system. As we mentioned earlier, the whole setup depends on how sturdy it sits on this cage. First of all, make sure that you get a cage with a second point of contact. This SmallRig cage comes with a small lock for select Sony cameras. While the rail holder in this kit is substantially better designed than some of the other systems that we've worked with, we had to make some adjustments to this rig, which involved additional components. Thankfully, SmallRig has plenty of options, and after trying out a few, we came up with a pretty solid setup. We found that the best positioning for the rail is on top of the cage, but then the monitor setup with the top handle would interfere with putting the battery plate on the motor. The wired option wasn't great since the USB port is on the side of the handle, and the cable would get in the way of turning the control dial. Also, because of the positioning of the 1/4-inch mount on the handle, it would stick out and interfere with setting the camera down on the table. To fix this, we opted for this double-wide, extra-long NATO rail and monitor holder to support our Ninja 5 in a SmallRig cage. Because it's extra long, we were able to position the monitor high enough to clear the battery, and also position the handle high enough for the camera to sit flat on the table. There's another setup option that's worth mentioning. The controller's Bluetooth needs to be paired with the camera in order to use the wireless record button. We initially had trouble with triggering recording remotely on the A7S III because there's an extra menu permission that we didn't activate. The Bluetooth record button is a great addition to the controller. It makes the system truly wireless. Another important feature of the MagicFIZ is A and B points. To set up, press both the navigation buttons on the controller. Turn the dial to point A and press the record button to confirm. Then turn to point B and confirm. To exit, press both navigation buttons again. In working with the MagicFIZ, we were pleasantly surprised at how intuitive, responsive, and solid it feels. There is some annoying scrolling when the dial loses calibration, but it's an easy fix in the menu. The only other feature that we thought SmallRig should add is automatic scroll between A and B points or end to end. As for now, the dial is very responsive to minor adjustments, and if you want to go to the lens's focus limit, turn the dial quickly a few times. In conclusion, this wireless follow focus system by SmallRig is a quality product both in the design and build as well as the firmware and connectivity. There are multiple power options, the battery gives plenty of runtime, and the software is smart enough to remember the lens's hard stops after turning off. Also, the system's modular design allows to expand it with multiple motors and controller options depending on the size of the rig and production need. The only downside is needing multiple extra rigging parts, but SmallRig has a solution for that. As for pricing, the hand grip controller kit sells for $400, and the full 2-motor kit with the extra control wheel is $700. And that is it for our look at this wireless follow focus by SmallRig. Go check out the full review on our website at LensVid.com, subscribe to this channel, and come back for more videos. We'll see you in the next one.
Lopez.
We initially had trouble with triggering recording remotely. Here's a new tongue twister for photographers. What? Say something about it? Did you say something about the subscribe button? You better SmallRig it, homeboy.